E estamos de volta para mais um jogo de GoalBall. Infelizmente o último do dia, mas amanhã há muito mais. It's the last game of the day, sadly, but tomorrow there will be a lot more.
There will be. This is the final group stage game of the GoalBall Clubs World Cup. And tomorrow we'll be moving on to the semi-finals, bronze medal matches, and all important finals.
So now we're going to have BSI Copenhagen against the Lyon. It's the game that is going to define the third and fourth places for the women's match. So BSI needs to win this game to be the third, to guarantee his third place.
A draw also would be good, but good enough. That would take them to 4 points, but a win, obviously, a second win would be great for Copenhagen. For Lyon, it'd be fantastic if they could get a point or a win here in their final game. They are mathematically now unable to qualify for the semi-finals because of the goal difference. Here is Rebecca Krebs. So we've got the starting three of Rebecca Krebs, Julianne Lund and Hazel Gezen for BSI Copenhagen. As for Lyon, we've got Nadege.
They are trying to hit us.
Berkier and Mariam Bouelia. As the ball just enters into the commentary box for the first time today.
We move place a lot so that they don't know where we are.
We even move
but
venue.
even so. Rebecca, that we talked in one of the off times, and we were telling her that she didn't celebrate her goals as usual against the Dutch.
Hercules, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And she said, "I will fix that." So we are expecting great celebrations if she scores.
Yeah, she said she was so focused on the game. It just shows the mental concentration that all of these teams have. Here is Nadege Berthier. Rebecca Krebs now moving over to that far left side. So Copenhagen throwing from left to right, with Lyon throwing from right to left, and both of these teams in burgundy shirts.
Yeah.
The only real difference is that Copenhagen have sort of arrow stripes down the sleeves, and Lyon have block white on under the armpits and under the armpits going down. Jean-Marie Berkier with that throw from the left side. Here is Hazel Gezen, who didn't play and didn't start in the first game today against Hercules for BSI Copenhagen. Down the centre by Hazel Gezen. Here's Rebecca Krebs on this near right side, looking to go across the court. Can she find a way through? No, not this time. Here is Berthier, playing on the right of the three, going down that far side of the court, saved by Julianne Lund. Of course, BSI Copenhagen have Anja Christiansen to call on, as well as Hannah Svensson. I think already in this opening couple of minutes we're starting to see a bit of maybe tiredness from Lyon, who have only got 4 players in their squad. They've already played today. The centre of the court is saved by Rebecca Krebs. So, if it's the first time you're joining us watching BSI Copenhagen or Lyon, BSI Copenhagen are play alongside Malmo, trained together. Malmo were part of the Champions League back in October, and they often switch each time they come as a club. BSI Copenhagen, for example, Rebecca Krebs was playing for Malmo at the Women's Champions League. Malmo reached the final, losing to Sporting in the final. Here is Hazel Gezen now, playing in a central role. Hannah Svensson has sometimes played in that position, as Anja Christiansen as well. So, go down the centre of the court is blocked. Here is Rebecca Krebs. Krebs, an awkward bouncing effort that just falls nicely into the lap of Miriam Bouelia. Pushed wide by Julianne Lund. Official timeout. Just wanted to check the goals that are in line with the physical goal posts, are in line with the goal line. Julianne Lund down that far side of the court and just held on to by Nadège Berthier. Yeah, he's looking to respond down that far side. Julianne Lund is there. The two coaches, the BSI Copenhagen, Thomas Svensson and Christian Bergstrom, just standing on the edge of the technical area, as is for Lyon, Andres Torres and Bernardo Gris. So 0-0 after the opening 5 minutes. We had a really tight and tense affair in our previous game between Sporting and Sesse. Who's going to open the scoring in this one? If we are going to get a score, how are we going to get first 0-0? I think we're a bit still a long way from that potentially happening. Julianne Lund saves, and Hazel Gezen have the first of a throat down this near side, and lots of really good work from Jamie Berkier, making some really important saves on this near side of the court. Julianne Lund with a throw down the centre.
So a slow game.
Yeah, both defences just sort of cancelling each other out at the moment. It's just trying. I think the first, maybe the first goal might just spark this game into life. Julianne Lund now on that far left side, looking to try and find an opening. So officials timeout, just an equipment check. Nadège Berthier put her hand in the air, just wanting the officials to double check the equipment.
So we are on the second half of the first half.
We are, and it's 0-0. These final two games have not produced many goals. Maybe it might change Rebecca Krebs. Down the centre of the court, Hazel Gezen saves, diving to her right. So Lyon have lost all 3 of their games by the 10-goal margin. So from maybe a coach's point of view, just coming into this game, maybe let's try and be a bit more competitive. Let's see a game out all the way through to the end. Let's remain defensively solid, and at the moment they have. 5 minutes to go in this first half. Crossfield effort saved by Julianne Lund of Copenhagen. Throwing from left to right in front of the coaches in the team bench area. Julianne Lund goes down the centre, saved down to the right by Miriam Boualia. Becca Krebs with an awkward effort. Oh, and a long ball called against Rebecca Krebs. Now this is the opening for our first goal of the game, and what an opportunity this is for Lyon to take the lead.
And she's not happy.
Rebecca Krebs standing in the centre of her goal. Big opportunity this is. Can they take it as a crossfield effort? And it's in! It's a goal for Lyon! And the delight on the faces of Jamily Mercier. She's slaps the court. Lyon are leading by 1-0.
And BSI is in 4th.
Not yet.
Not yet.
They are currently still in the 3rd position on goal difference by 1.
Okay.
So coming into this...
So Hercules to be 3rd needs that Copenhagen loses more goals.
So yes, so if Hercules will finish in the 3rd position if Copenhagen lose by 3.
Okay. Oh, no. So it's a calm game for BSI.
Yeah. So we'll restart now. There was just a disturbance in the crowd. Ball down that far side of the touchline. Reply again from...
So in Portuguese, a little bit, because there are questions. Este jogo faz a questão entre o 3º e o 4º lugar. Caso o BSI perca por mais de 3 golos, passaria para 4º lugar e o Hércules subiria a 3º. Neste momento o BSI está em 3º, com o Hércules da Holanda em 4º. Em primeiro lugar o Sporting e em segundo lugar o São Paulo. So, and now in English, now we can explain again. So Sporting is in 1st, CSI de São Paulo in 2nd, BSI in 3rd, and Hercules in 4th.
At the moment.
If BSI loses for more than 3 goals, Hercules goes to 3rd.
Hercules go to 3rd, yeah.
I don't want that anybody has questions in our streaming.
Saved by Julianne Lund, and she's going to respond down that far side.
So, substitution. Out number 5, in number 8
So
for the
Julianne
BSI.
Lund comes off and is replaced by number 8, Anja Christiansen.
So the Danish are changing their strategy.
And the Lyon players getting themselves
They are
pumped
really
up.
motivated because they are winning. And I think that it's a kind of a surprise for them.
Yeah, but it's great credit to them as well. They've obviously come into this game with a bit of a game, with a game plan. Let's remain solid. Let's see if we can take a chance. Maybe force the mistake on Copenhagen. Copenhagen forced the mistake, and now they find themselves 1-0 up. High ball against Anja Christiansen as soon as she comes on, the substitute.
So, penalty.
So an opportunity for Lyon to go 2-0 up. Here is Germany Berkier, saved by Anja Christiansen.
What a save. It could be a goal.
The power on the kick away from Anja Christiansen.
Is it legal? It's not legal. They need to stop the ball. Or they can punch it, defend and punch it. And,
Yeah, punch it away, yeah.
and if it comes to the next... Yeah, it would be a goal. Now I'm thinking, because if you defend a ball that is going to your side, you punch it, goes to the other side and enters the net, it would be a goal.
Yeah.
Probably.
No. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
GoalBall.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe we'll see something spectacular. 2.5 minutes remaining of the first half. Anja Christiansen, she gave away the penalty in her first throw, and she saved it, so she redeemed herself. But Lyon still with this 1-0 advantage. It wouldn't. Oh, the ball just flicks up into the air. Oh, and a combination of Nadja Berthier and Jamali Berkier save it. Krebs with a throw down the centre of the court is saved. Big save down that far right side. Lyon making lots of noises and countdowns as well. Maybe just something they've been working on throughout the tournament. Here is Anja Christiansen. Throws diagonally, a bit of power on that one, but it's a good save. She's had a really good game as Jamali Berkier. Defensively been really good, and of course the score of the goal for Lyon. Oh, it's deflected and it's in! It's 2 for Jamali Berkier. What a first half she's having! What a first half for Lyon! To Lyon.
"40 seconds to go for the end of the first half, and Lyon is winning 2-0 against BSI Copenhagen. And our chat box is really silent today. I'm not... Probably the internet of this new venue has a problem. Because no comments in this game. Where is everybody? Black Friday, they are shopping.
Shopping in Lisbon. You should be watching the GoalBall. It's brilliant. It's been a fantastic day yet again. Timeout called from Copenhagen. 14 seconds remaining in this first half, with Lyon leading by 2-0.
Oh, we had a comment. Kate Glasnap said, "Go Lyon." So we are in a timeout, and there are 14 seconds in the clock. So the last move of the first half.
Oh, and Anja
Oh.
Christensen responds with one of the final throws of
It was a goal.
first half.
A goal from BSI.
Anja Christensen with a emphatic finish down that far side of the court. Here comes the response. With 100th of a second remaining.
So we need to stop the game because the train needs to enter the station.
So what a really engaging, interesting first half.
Yes,
Lyon leading by
unexpected.
2-1, and it's been a brilliant performance in particular from Germany Berkier, who has scored 2 and defended really well.
So we are in the halftime of the last game of the day. Tomorrow we'll have the semifinals, the bronze games, and the finals. Tomorrow,
games.
all decisions going to be made.
We reached the conclusion of what has been a fantastic couple of days here in Odivelas and in Lisbon of the GoalBall Clubs World Cup.
So it's the last game of the day. It's going to define if BSI stays in the third place or loses it to Hercules from the Netherlands. And we'll know for sure in something like 12 minutes of game. It's the second half.
We will do. So Copenhagen currently are in third position, which means they will be taking on Ceci SP. Sporting were winners in that previous game against Ceci SP, so they recorded a 4th victory out of 4 to top the group. So this is the final half of group stage action of the GoalBall Clubs World Cup.
Tomorrow we'll have new games, new decisions, and the new World Cup winners for the men and female tournament.
To be crowned champions of the world.
Champions of the world. And you can see it only on KuriakosTV.
It's got quite a nice ring to that, hasn't it? Champions of the world.
Champions of the world. So the crowd cheers and gives some input for the French players. I heard French, but the Belgians also speaks French. So the French are. Is it possible to stop this game now? I'm not sure that the Danish will agree with that.
No, it's a big 12 minutes coming up for Lyon. What an amazing way it would be to end the tournament if they can hang on and win this game. And they've thoroughly deserved it off the back of that first half performance. But now they've got to back it up and produce the same kind of performance. Be positive, be brave, and go on and win this game. As for BSI Copenhagen, they will want to try and turn this game around. That goal just before the half-time break by Anja Christensen could be a momentum changer. Really could be.
Tum, tum. So the train leaves the station and we'll play some GoalBall. We understand that you are joking, Nabil. Nabil said, I was joking. Yes, we know. It's not possible to stop the game until the end. But the Lyon players are doing their best to maintain this result. So let's believe all dreams are possible. The Danish and the French. So the ball goes to the Danish side.
So Anja Christiansen, is she going to try and get this second goal for BSI Copenhagen? Not this first throw though. Here is the first throw from Lyon in this second half, saved by Rebecca Krebs. Krebs now down the centre, just drifts out to that far side. The ball's just run loose. Krebs has her effort saved, diving to her right. Here is Anja Christiansen. As the ball
We are under attack
enters
again.
into the commentary box.
We just comment. Our opinions are just opinions. Don't attack us because we are good people. At least me. Bradley, are you good people?
I'd like to think I am. Here's the response down that far right, saved by Anja Christiansen. Oh, it just ricochets off the post. The ball's just in front of the goal line and it's kept out. They're going to have to be careful of the 10-second throw penalty. Anja Christiansen gets it though. Oh, and it finds a way through. It's 2-2, Anja Christiansen. I think they're just slightly disorganised. Slightly disorganised at the back, Lyon, after the ball was loose on the edge of the goal line and they were running out of time. So Anja Christiansen takes advantage and it's 2-2. And here is Anja Christiansen. 2 goals out of 2. Oh, but a high ball given against Anja Christiansen now. So an opportunity here for Lyon to regain the lead.
So we're going to have a penalty.
Going to be Jamily Berquier to score her 3rd of the game. A timeout called by Lyon. Coach Andres Torres and Bernard Legris come onto the court. Just trying to maybe work out a plan for the how to approach this penalty.
And also break the motivation that the Danish are getting of the scoring 2 goals.
So here is that penalty for Lyon.
So just behind us is the coach and also player from Brussels. If you watch over there. I saw it in the mirror of my screen.
So that penalty was missed by Jamily Berquier. It remains 2-2. Oh, and it's flicked over and it's in. And Copenhagen have turned this game around from being 2-0 down.
What a turnaround!
They lead 3-2. And now it's really important for Lyon not to lose confidence. Keep going. They've played so well. But Copenhagen, what a brilliant fight back it's been from going 2-0 down.
Out.
Christensen with a cross-field effort. It's defended and it's the run loose in the orientation area, but it's finally claimed. Jamily Berquier. Throws and has her effort saved. 10 minutes left on the clock in this second half. The final 10 minutes of group stage action at the GoalBall Clubs World Cup. Here is Rebecca Krebs with the throw. Good save. Crossfield attempt is blocked on the left side, and it's a powerful effort by Anja Christensen that crosses the goal line, and she makes it 4-2 to Copenhagen. Anja Christensen's made a huge difference since coming on, even though she has given away a couple of penalties. Anja Christensen has turned this game around for BSI Copenhagen. Oh, and it's another brilliant finish.
The fifth.
And it's 5-2.
Timeout.
Now Copenhagen are starting to go through the gears, and all of a sudden, from being potentially 3-2 up to now being 5-2 down, it's goal.
Let's watch some replays.
Can change in a heartbeat.
We start watching a replay, but something happened. There we go. It's a strange replay of things going backwards. Strange things are happening on our transmission. Because it's easier to do the normal replay. So we do the special one with a reverse. The things that we need to do to put Bradley to a big laugh.
So we're back underway, 8.5 minutes remaining of this second half. Rebecca Krebs trying to break through the barrier of Jean-Marie Berquier, who had a brilliant first half. Scored 2, defended well. A 10-second penalty given against Lyon, and it's all starting to unravel a little bit here for Lyon after such a promising start to this game. Rebecca Krebs now, can she finish, get a goal? Brilliant save from Jean-Marie Berquier, and a huge cheer goes up. She's certainly been in the thick of things in this game.
What a game from the number 7.
It's been brilliant. Oh, she's going to go off and I think have a well-deserved rest.
She deserves some rest because... But what a play that she done.
So Melda Alhan is going to come on for Lyon.
She deserves some rest. Eight minutes in the clock to play.
with Lyon, with Melda Alhan with her first throw since coming on.
Rebecca Krebs with the ball.
Rebecca Krebs tries to break the ball down the centre of the court, and she can't get past the Lyon defence. And here is Melda Alhan with her reply. Oh, post and out. Rebecca Krebs. Christensen with the throw.
Oh!
It's, saved well by Melda Alhan. Rebecca Krebs with an awkward bouncing effort down the centre of the court. Stopped by Lyon, and the return now. It's near side of the court is out of play. Melda Alhan down that far right side of the court. Saved by Anja Christensen, and she throws back down the middle. A comfortable save. Rebecca Krebs now with a throw and finds the back of the net. Rebecca Krebs, and there is that celebration.
Finally.
We've seen it. She touches the sky. A brilliant celebration from Rebecca Krebs. She gets her goal. It's 6-2. And a cry of encouragement from Lyon. And the centre of the court saved, and it's Hazel Gezen who's in the central role for BSI Copenhagen into the final quarter of the game. Anja Christensen now on that far left-hand side. The crossfield effort, expertly saved in the end by Nadezhda Berthier. And yeah, Christensen with a throw down that far side, blocked. Krebs down this near side of the court, and a substitution for Lyon as Jamali Birikier will come back on. Nadezhda Berthier comes off. into the final 5 minutes then.
So the number 7 is back.
After a brilliant game so far.
And it's really important to play with number 7 in Portugal.
Yeah, of course.
Do you
it's
know who
important,
plays
isn't it?
with number 7?
I do. A certain man called CR7.
Yeah. So it's really symbolic. But you don't look like a Manchester man.
Me? No.
No.
Leeds.
Leeds has a lot of Portuguese also. No. I understand a lot of football. I'm a really specialist man in football. No, I'm not. Just kidding. So, they are telling me, the voices in my head, that is Overhampton, that has a lot of Portuguese.
Yes.
Yeah. See? I just need to pay attention to the voices in my head. And Manchester has one Portuguese that is really important.
He's very good. Well, two very good people.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the GoalBall, back to the more important, better sport. And it's BSI Copenhagen who are leading by 6 goals to 2.
So 4 minutes in the clock. It's 4 minutes and 17 seconds. BSI Copenhagen is winning 6-2 against CSAS AVH Lyon. Copenhagen is winning Lyon.
So here's Rebecca Krebs. Are we going to see one of those
flights,
those brilliant celebrations? Well, it's Anja Christensen now who's had a brilliant game, and she's got another. She's got another. It's 5 for Anja Christensen. It's 7 in total for BSI Copenhagen. Anja Christensen, what a game she's having. 5 goals in the game.
Yeah. It's good for the scores of the best. She's far from the first 2.
She will be fighting though over those 5 goals as it takes her tally up to 14 goals. So she's going to be into the top 3.
In the first place is Lee Ben David from Sporting with 19, but it's not yet added the goals of the last match.
Yes, so 21 in total for Lee Ben David. Cross-court effort saved by Anja Christensen, and a substitution here. Hannah Svensson's going to come on to replace number 1, Hazel Gezen. Hannah Svensson comes on. So Hannah Svensson will more than likely come into the central role for BSI Copenhagen. Krebs with a cross-court effort that's blocked.
Three and a half minutes to go. Now in Portuguese because the Brazilians are asking. It's an opportunity to speak Portuguese. Jorge, o resultado está 7 para o BSI Copenhagen, 2 para o AVH Lyon. Faltam aproximadamente 3 minutos de jogo na segunda parte, portanto estamos a terminar este jogo. E, sendo assim, o BSI Copenhagen ficará em terceiro lugar no grupo e jogará com o CSI de São Paulo, se mantiver este resultado. Obrigado pelos parabéns à transmissão. Vou reencaminhá-los para a nossa fantástica equipa de filmagem que está a acompanhar esta Copa do Mundo de Clubes 2020 de GoalBall. Back in English.
So interestingly, Anja Christiansen's gone to a central role. Hannah Svensson's now playing on the left wing.
Goal.
And Rebecca Krebs has another one. There's the celebration.
She's flying, but she's not flying so high.
Ah, she's touching the stars, I believe. Rebecca Krebs. Another brilliant celebration. 8-2. And it's a shame in a sense for Lyon because they produced such a brilliant first half. They were so competitive. They were leading at half-time by 2-1, but then huge credit to BSI Copenhagen, who have come into the second half and really taken off. And through the likes of Anja Christiansen and Rebecca Krebs, made a massive difference.
This is the moment that I ask you. Do you think that is really important, the difference that they just have one replacement in the bench, and BSI as a whole squad of people that can be interchangeable?
It makes a massive difference because for long periods of time, throughout the 4 games that Lyon have played in, they've had pretty much the same team out there. Your energy levels are going to be drained. If you think about the likes of, take Sporting CP, for example, the women's team, we've often seen that
Completely different.
Yeah, Caroline Duarte would take 3-4 throws, and then Liha Ben David would then take 4 throws. So that's even just with the 3 players that are on the team. Then you could even bring on players as well. So it does make a bit difference to have a big squad and to refresh the team.
The physical part as well as the mental part of the tiredness of a tournament like this. They are playing. Today is the 3rd day of games in a different country, in a different weather, sometimes in a different time zone. So. 2 minutes and 21 in the clock. 8 for BSI Copenhagen, 2 for AVH Lyon.
So it's going to be another goal for Rebecca Krebs down the centre, and there's the celebration again. She's done that a few times in this second half.
Now we had some dance.
Yes. She's trying to touch touch another galaxy now after touching the stars.
We can see her smile behind that mask.
2 minutes remaining. It could be argued that Copenhagen could finish this game on the mercy rule with the way they're going. Here is Hannah Svensson. Krebs now with the ball through the centre of the court. And a high ball
penalty
given against
Lyon.
Berthier. And a chance to go into double figures with 90 seconds remaining. Here is Hannah Svensson for a chance to get on the score sheet. She's standing in the centre of her goal. She goes down the middle and it's saved. A good save. Kept her cool. Adegir Berthier. 90 seconds remaining. Save down the centre. Comfortable save for Anja Christensen. Anna Svensson's now playing on the left side of the three as we are entering into the final minutes of the group stage of the GoalBall Clubs World Cup.
Last minutes.
Anja Christensen now in the central position. Can she add another goal to her tally? Is Anja Christensen now looking for that 10th for Copenhagen, and she gets it. I think Lyon are just a little bit deflated now. Coming into the final few seconds. Anna Svensson back to her feet, down that far side of the touchline, looking to try and add the 11th for BSI Copenhagen. It was a slow start for Copenhagen, only scored 1 in the first half, and that was right at the end of that first half. So they've converted 9 goals in this second half. It's been a ruthless performance from the team from Denmark. Anna Svensson back to her feet. Svensson pulls the ball down the centre. Saved. This will probably be the final throw, the final bit of action in the GoalBall Clubs World Cup. Becca Krebs, saved down the centre. And that is full time, and it's victory for BSI Copenhagen. Win by 10 goals to 2 in the end. After being 2-1 down at half-time, they've come out on top to win 10-2, and that rounds up the group stage.
It's the end of the day and the end of the group stage. So tomorrow at 9, we'll restart the games with the semi-finals.
It will be the semi-finals, and just let's confirm those semi-finals then for you. So we will have Quebec taking on CESI SP and Sporting taking on Vancouver in the men's, and in the women's we'll have Hercules taking on Sporting and CESI taking on Copenhagen. Those will be the semi-finals.
Great games that you can watch with us here in the YouTube with KuriakosTV. We'll be back tomorrow. Be back with us.
GoalBall is effort. GoalBall is passion. GoalBall is glory. Here, we love GoalBall. IBSA GoalBall European Championships Group B, Portugal 2022.